morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. What is Second Cup? Well, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next 3MB airs, or a piece of late-breaking information that viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit-chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, streaming shows, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup. And I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the May 20th, 2024 episode of Second Cup. Great to be with you again. Wonderful to be in front of the microphone. And like the previous Monday morning mailbag, that would be last week's Monday morning mailbag, I had to do Second Cup podcast back to back before I traveled off to California for the wedding of my nephew Tommy and his fiancée Jacqueline. Now his new wife. So Tommy and Jackie's wedding was really a lot of fun. But again, I had to do a lot of preliminary video editing and audio editing and that sort of thing to kind of have things in place, because I was traveling back on May 13th. I would be in the air. And during that week, that previous week, because the wedding was on May 11th, a Saturday, there wouldn't be any time for me to sit down and record any of these shows and have my editing software with me and that sort of thing. And I really don't have a travel size laptop computer to take. Nothing that is 14 inches, 15 inches in size, anything like that. An ultra slim and powerful laptop computer. I have something that's a little larger. But we kind of put everything together and got it done before we left. And, it was really kind of neat to be in the air and on Wi-Fi at 35,000 feet and read all the comments coming in from viewers in real time, so to speak. It was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun in California. It was a great trip. Really, really wonderful. Enjoyed myself there. And if you saw the Monday morning mailbag this morning, I recounted some of the events that took place during the wedding, that sort of thing. And I'm putting together all that footage now. Some viewers are a little bit confused on the timeline. They think that right now I'm out in California. I'm home right now. I was in California from May 8th to May 13th, and I recorded a bunch of stuff, and then I'm posting it now after the fact. So I do apologize for any timeline confusion. But I am going to be editing those videos together. We did have one this past Friday of all the different shaving gear that I took in a couple of different DOP kits for my trip. And probably a little overkill, but I wanted to show all the viewers out there what's available and what you can take and that sort of thing. And it worked out really, really well. And I think the Man on the Go DOP kit that I picked up from Walmart, if you saw that, for about $15, that was a really good value. I mean, if you don't have anything and you're only taking a carry-on, boy, that's a really good item. Go up to Walmart and grab one for about $15 and throw it into your carry-on, and you're good to go. You can also, as I did, throw in a shave stick and a shaving brush, and then you have everything, and maybe even a little portable travel size aftershave that you may have picked up as a sample at a meetup or online from one of the many artisan sellers that are out there. But it worked out really, really well. And let's see, as you may know, I'm recording this ahead of time, but this past weekend, I've been working on not only the Monday morning mailbag, but I also got the One Blade Element Razor review edited and posted. So that's scheduled for, I think it's going to be this Wednesday. It's going to be this week. I have to see what else I'm editing and going to put up there. But I had a really, really phenomenal shave with that, and worked out really, really well. Love the One Blade Element, a terrific razor. And as you know, the Genesis, the One Blade Genesis, is about $285, depending on whether or not you buy blades, a subscription of blades with that, or buy blades with it. So I think it's going to be about $285 if you don't buy a subscription to blades. $275 with that subscription, I believe, is how it works. So yeah, it can be kind of costly. And if you've been curious about using a One Blade razor, well, the Element gets you into a razor with blades, 10 blades for less than $80. And it's dads and grad season, and it makes a great gift. And either for the dad and grad in your life or for yourself. So check out that review this week. I really had a terrific shave with it. And as I've mentioned before, it's probably the only razor, not one of, probably the only razor that I can plug in a feather blade and not feel any trepidation or fear. Boy, that feather blade is just marvelous in that razor. So check that out. And again, if you're interested in a One Blade razor, check out the Element, because it is a very good razor. It's a good razor to help you transition from cartridge razor shaving over to safety razor shaving. It's a really good intermediate step because of its pivoting head. It's a single edge, nice weight. Yeah, it really is a terrific razor. So check out that video this week. And so great to be with you this morning. I am enjoying a cup of Copper Moon coffee, Southern Pecan. This came from viewer Kevin Weiss. Kevin, thank you again very much. And I'm using my Kellogg's Cereal City coffee mug. I haven't used this one in a long time, and I haven't had the Copper Moon coffee in a long time, and it is wonderful. This Southern Pecan is absolutely fantastic. So we'll link it on Amazon below so you can check it out. Really terrific coffee. So absolutely great being with you here this morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's pay a few bills, and then we'll get the show underway in just a moment. Oh, you know what? Before I go any further, I want to mention to you once more about the One Blade razors. If you were looking for the One Blade Hybrid or the One Blade Core, those are still available in shaving kits. So when you get up to their site, and we'll link their site below, it's onebladeshave.com, onebladeshave.com. So if you're interested in getting the hybrid razor, the One Blade Hybrid or the One Blade Core, those are still available in shaving kits with a shaving cream and that sort of thing. So yeah, check that out. We will definitely link the One Blade website below, where you can check out all of their razors, all of their shaving kits. And again, the One Blade Element, really terrific razor. Well, I got this from viewer Bill Murphy, and Bill wrote, "Hi Mark, in case you missed it, here are some new menthol scents from Sterling. Glacial Frozen Tuxedo sounds interesting to me." And yeah, here, check this out. This is amazing. This is their glacial release for 2024. And as I write here, our glacial release has been completely revamped this year. While we are bringing back a couple of favorites, Glacial Citron and Glacial Electric Sheep, we have new scents like Glacial Iceberg Island and Glacial Mango Sunrise. Wow. Now, again, Glacial Iceberg Island is an intoxicating blend of bergamot, lime, mandarin, coconut, jasmine, hibiscus, ylang ylang, ginger, sugarcane, musk, and rum. We've taken our star summer scent, Island Man, and plopped him down on an iceberg in the Arctic with a glacial amount of menthol. That sounds marvelous. The one that Bill mentioned was a Glacial Frozen Tuxedo. And as I write here, our popular sharp-dressed man fragrance with enough menthol to make a polar bear buy a timeshare in Florida. That sounds absolutely wonderful. We just had a recent shave with sharp-dressed man. As a matter of fact, that's what I use, as I recall, for the One Blade Element shave. Yeah, it was terrific. Absolutely terrific, terrific scent. They also have glacial cedar. We've taken a nice dose of cedar wood and lightened it up with a touch of lime with a healthy addition of menthol. It's a freezingly bold, woodsy scent. Then they have glacial mango sunrise. That sounds marvelous. This sweet summer treat has notes of mango, papaya, coconut cream, and musk. Its creamy sweetness is balanced perfectly by a heaping amount of menthol. And boy, they got glacial electric sheep, bay laurel, glacial citron, glacial obsidian. Well, they've got a lot of them here. And what do they have here? 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 glacial offerings right here for 2024. So we will link Sterling Soap below. Check them out. And as Bill mentioned, I am really, really intrigued by Glacial Frozen Tuxedo. Love the Sharp Dressed Man scent. Love the performance. And if it's going to get that nice kick of menthol, yeah, that's one I'm really considering adding to my shave den. Absolutely. So, Bill, thanks very, very much for the heads up on the new glacial releases for 2024 from the Sterling Soap Company. Thanks again, Bill. Really, really do appreciate it. I received this heads up in an email flyer from Phoenix Shaving. Hey, don't miss Outdoorsman's Friend, Tickoff, and Immortal Peach, the return of these 3 great products. And as they write here, an epic double release, Immortal Peach and Outdoorsman Friend. Oh, and Tickoff Shampoo too. Now, here is what the Outdoorsman's Friend is. Outdoorsman's Friend is a shaving soap. Well, because they say here, you shave with this because mosquitoes suck. It's time for everyone's favorite multifunctional seasonal favorite, Outdoorsman's Friend. You're welcome. Here's the scent profile. Catnip oil, spearmint oil, peppermint oil, Litsi cubeba oil, orange oil, lemongrass oil, citronella oil, eucalyptus oil, and spruce oil. Be prepared naturally. Outdoorsman Friend is the perfect, highly effective blend of essential oils for camping, hiking, fishing, snipe hunt, general outdoorsy stuff. And as they write here, fun fact, mosquito in Spanish just means little fly. So they have an entire collection of Outdoorsman's Friend. They have the shave soap, the aftershave cologne, the star jelly, the deodorant, the solid cologne, the body soap, shampoo, etc. To add to your shave den. Phoenix Shaving also has another product for all the outdoorsmen out there called Tickoff. Kick off the season right with Tickoff. Having just recently returned to the Northeast, I was shocked to learn that almost 50% of black-legged ticks this year carry Lyme disease. Big boo, in fact. Seriously, what's a fellow do who loves the great outdoors? Once more, I decided to use my powers for good and immediately got to work on our latest summer fun-related product, a shampoo conditioner puck that will work hard to repel those little beasties, utilizing the power of one simple, all-natural ingredient, cedar essential oil. This isn't mystical, magical mumbo-jumbo either, but real science with the research to back it up. So again, here's another great product that you can use in the shower, Tickoff. And it continues here. Turns out cedarwood oil is toxic to black-legged ticks, brown dog ticks, lone star ticks, houseflies, and several species of mosquitoes, according to recently published findings by Agricultural Research Service scientists at the National Center for Agricultural Utilization Research in Peoria, Illinois. So we'll link it below. If you love the outdoors and you don't like ticks, check out Tickoff from Phoenix Shaving. And to round off things, now that most epic monster scent, Immortal Peach. Immortal Peach is here. All hail the return of Immortal Peach, and in cube form too. Here's the scent profile. Close your eyes now and imagine the shiny, golden, juice-dripping slices of a ripened peach. Immortal Peach captures just that and then some, beautifully rounded, sparkling, and even more invigorating than our previous renditions. So we will also link that below where you can check that out. So 3 great offerings from Phoenix Shaving, Outdoorsman, Tick Off, and Immortal Peach. Again, 3 great offerings from the folks at Phoenix Shaving, Doug Fran, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving. Thank you again for Immortal Peach, Outdoorsman's Friend, and Tick Off Shampoo. Now, if you saw this morning's Monday morning mailbag, you know that I now have a leaf razor in the shave den, and it came courtesy of viewer Aaron Watson. Aaron, thank you again very, very much. I've already had a couple of head shaves with it, and it is absolutely marvelous. And as I mentioned, there is a little bit of a learning curve with the razor because it's got a pivoting head. It acts like a cartridge razor in many ways, but also gives you the feel of a safety razor. And with the leaf razor, you can install 1, 2, or all 3 blades in its razor head. The magnetic base plates or the magnetic plates that are in the razor head really help to hold that safety razor blade, that single-edged safety razor blade in place while you load all 3 of them. And then it's just a simple matter of tightening up the thumb screw in the back of the razor head, and you're good to go. And alignment is perfect every single time because of those magnetic base plates. And it just really did a wonderful job. And as I say, doing the top of my head for a head shave, and I'll be editing that video together and getting it posted as well. Doing the top of my head, I have to maybe exert a little more pressure because I was a little cautious because I wasn't really sure how it was going to shave the top of my head, and I didn't want to be a little overly aggressive on my end with the razor. But it really did a great job. That pivoting head comes in quite handy. It has the great characteristics of a pivoting head on a cartridge razor, but again, gives you the feel of a safety razor. Another razor like the One Blade Element that is a great transitional razor from cartridge razor shaving to safety razor shaving. And my sincere thanks to Aaron Watson for very, very kindly sending along the leaf razor. Now, the reason why I mention this is because Aaron followed up with an email to me. And in looking at the Friday video, this past Friday's video of all the shaving gear I took on my trip to California, he wanted to know what razor case that was, that blue razor case that was holding or housing, storing the Pearl L55 razor. That comes from Zach Norton at Norton Custom Design. It's a 3D printed case. And I believe it's a case that was originally designed to hold the Rockwell T2 adjustable razor. I think. I can't quite remember. But the Pearl Shaving L55 razor fit perfectly in there, along with some razor blades, and it was absolutely marvelous. So it really made for a great travel case for the razor. And again, I took the Pearl Shaving L55 razor because it's less than $20. It delivers a wonderful, wonderful shave for the money. And if I accidentally left it behind, no harm, no foul, you can go up to Amazon and buy another one. However, I got to tell you, I like that razor so much, I made sure that it made it back home with me and in that case as well. So, yeah, it was a marvelous, marvelous case. So if you saw the Monday morning mailbag this morning, you saw the discussion about the leaf razor that Aaron Watson very, very kindly sent to the channel. And that is connected in our discussion to that Friday video where I gave an overview of all the things I took, all the shaving gear I took for my California trip. And again, a little bit of overkill, as I mentioned earlier, a little bit of overkill, but I wanted to show what you could take. And I also wanted to have a variety of things to pick from when I actually got down to doing a shave. I wanted to be able to have a nice selection of items from which to choose so I could really have a nice shave. I didn't want to be locked into just one or two shaving soaps or aftershaves. I wanted to take as many as I could to kind of fit whatever moment or event or occasion of that week that I was attending. Because I tell you, the Bay Gum was terrific. That was absolutely fantastic. That really was just great for out and about in California, and I used the Avo Nice Shave. That was great. I used that right before rehearsal dinner. And then the Hinoki and Sage, I used that for the wedding. It was absolutely fantastic. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention, in case you are traveling, I made sure not to shave, I shaved the night before my flight. Let me put it to you that way. I did not shave the morning of the flight for two reasons. Number one, I had to be at my brother's place for 5 a.m. for transportation to the airport because we had a 9 o'clock flight. You got to get there by 7 o'clock, that sort of thing. So I shaved the night before, and I went very, very light on the aftershave. And in the morning when I got up, I had a quick shower, and I made sure not to hit myself with any aftershave or any cologne or anything like that, because you're going to be on an enclosed plane with a bunch of other people, and the last thing you want to have is a rather strong aftershave or cologne on there that might bother somebody, that might not agree with them. So that was the rule of thumb that I learned just from going through the web, that if you're going to be flying, back off on the aftershave and cologne before you get on a flight, because you are going to be in an enclosed space and people can't get away from you if you have a little too much on. So I made sure just to shower in the morning and not apply anything in the way of an aftershave or a balm. If I were to use a balm for my head, it would be an unscented balm. And that's what I used actually on my flight back. I made sure to have a little bit of that Zingari Man unscented balm. That's what I used, for upstairs on my head, because I got close to burning. I got some sun. I got a little close to almost getting a sunburn up there from being out in the California sun. So the Zingari Man came in quite handy. But it's unscented, so I was glad to have that with me so I could apply a nice soothing balm without having a strong scent to it. So that's just a word, kind of a word to the wise, that if you're flying away, back off on the aftershave and cologne, that sort of thing. Use a mild scented shaving soap if you're going to shave before you get on a flight, that sort of thing. So I just want to pass that on to you. And thanks again to Aaron Watson for the Leaf Razor. We'll get that review edited and get it posted as soon as possible. And again, the razor case is from Zach Norton at Norton Custom Design. He has an Etsy storefront. We will link it below. It worked marvelously. It's absolutely fantastic. Thanks again, Aaron. Really do appreciate it. Well, we've been talking about travel and traveling with safety razors and shaving gear and that sort of thing. And I received this email just the other day from viewer Ricardo Aguilar. And he writes, I have 10 safety razors from Fat Boy to Rockwell. The one I have that gives me better results is the Parker A1R travel razor. I wonder if Parker has another razor with the same head. Thank you for your time. Well, Ricardo, I have the Parker A1R travel razor. I didn't take it with me. I should have, because it's a terrific razor. I've done a couple of reviews on it. As a matter of fact, I took it on a weekend getaway to Hocking Hills, which is in southern Ohio. Went down there with my nephew Mike, my nephew Jim, Mike's girlfriend, now wife, Brittany, their dog Jax, and their dad, my older brother, Jim. And we had a great time, and I shot a review of a shave at the cabin that we were staying at. And it was just a terrific shave. I mean, and the razor is great. It's a wonderful, wonderful travel razor. And I agree with you. The A1R really delivers a nice, nice shave. Now, I have a few Parker razors, and the only one that I have that I can compare to the A1R off the top of my head is the Parker 56R. It's got a wonderful handle. It comes in a variety of colors, but that razor head to me is very similar to the A1R. Now, I also have the Parker 78R, which is a fabulous razor, but that razor head is completely different. So don't confuse the two. And I just mentioned that just so you know that you don't confuse the 78R with the 56R. But a lot of the Parker three-piece razors, from what I see, have a similar razor head and deliver a similar shave. Again, the only one I can really compare the A1R to is the 56R. That seems to be, to me, the same razor head. And I'm assuming something here, so you'll have to forgive me a little bit on this one. But I think the Parker razors, at least the three-piece razors, are very much like the Edwin Jagger three-piece razors in that the majority of the razor heads used in the Parker line of three-piece razors are the same razor. They're just changing up the handles. And this is what Edwin Jagger has done for many, many years. They make a terrific razor, and the razor head across the board is the same razor head. They just change up the razor head with different handles. And I think that's what Parker does with the majority of their three-piece razors. A hunch on my part. But I agree with you, Ricardo. The Parker A1R travel razor is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful travel razor. I'm kind of kicking myself now that I didn't take it with me, to be perfectly honest with you. And if you're looking at a razor that you want that saves space and delivers a great shave, Parker A1R would be it. It also comes in a great leather case too. I believe, at least I think it's leather. Could be imitation leather, but for the price point, you get a really terrific three-piece razor that disassembles into razor head, and the handle separates into two different halves. Two different pieces, and it comes in a great, all stores in a really, really nice, durable case with a little snap clasp, and just perfect for travel. So if you're looking to save space, or if you want a good, reliable razor to take with you for that weekend getaway, check out the Parker A1R travel razor. It really is terrific. And again, I did a couple of reviews, and we'll link both of those reviews below so you can check it out and see them. I really, really enjoyed both shaves with that. And the Parker 56R really is a terrific razor, and I think that razor head on the 56R is very, very close to what the A1R is. That's an interesting question. If anybody knows for sure, please comment below or email me at mondaymailbag@gmail.com and try to get a hard and fast answer on this question. And I think I'm going to contact the folks at Parker and do a follow-up on this. So I'm gonna do that after I wrap up this broadcast. I'm going to email the folks at Parker and ask them that very pointed question: is the razor head on the Parker A1R the same as the razor head on the 56R, or are there other Parker razors that have the same razor heads have the same razor head as the Parker A1R? A terrific, terrific question. But the bottom line is the 56R is a great razor, and the A1R is a great razor. So check them both out. Hey, Ricardo, thanks again for the question. Really do appreciate it. Now, before I get out of here, I'd like to recommend to you a couple of streaming services that you might want to take advantage of. Rather than talking about a specific movie, I want to introduce you to a couple of streaming services that I have discovered on my internet travels, so to speak. The first one is called Freevee. It's from Amazon. It's spelled F-R-E-E-V, like Victor, E-E. Freevee, like TV, only Freevee. This is an ad-supported streaming app. It's available on Fire Stick. It's available on your tablet, on your phone, that sort of thing. And this is an ad-supported streaming application. So they're offering a lot of terrific movies and a lot of terrific prime television shows. Only the seasons of those television shows are delayed by about a year or so. So, for instance, if a particular prime television show is on season 5 right now as we speak, well, if you go up to Freevee, you might be only able to get maybe the first 3 or first 4 seasons. That 5th season is going to be delayed maybe a year, year and a half, I would think, until it's had its run, and then they send it over to the Freevee service. And again, it's all ad supported. So before your movie or episode of a television show starts, you're going to see an ad, and then every so often during the broadcast, you'll see an ad. And it's not too bad. I don't mind that too much. I mean, it gives me a chance to get up and get something to drink or visit the little boy's room, that sort of thing. So it's not bothersome at all, at least to me. And there have been some instances where there has been an ad that has run that is quite informative. Oh, wow, I didn't know they had that product or service. So I kind of like that aspect of it too. So that's Freevee from Amazon. You don't have to be an Amazon Prime member to take advantage of it. All you have to do is download it and install it to your device, and you'll have all this great content. And it really is a terrific, terrific service. So check it out. Again, absolutely free if you are an Amazon customer, but you don't have Amazon Prime. Well, you don't have to have Amazon Prime to see some great content from Amazon. Just download the Freevee app, and you'll have access to a lot of great movies and a lot of great shows from Amazon. Even though those shows might be delayed a year or two in getting the most current season, you know what? Nothing wrong with that at all. So Freevee from Amazon. Great movies, great shows, absolutely free. It's ad supported. Now, the other streaming service I want to talk about is absolutely wonderful. No ads involved with this service at all. You can get movies, music, audiobooks. Absolutely fantastic. It's called Hoopla. 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 And this is a service that is available through your local library. So all you have to do is have a library card to your local library, and it should be able to tie right into Hoopla. And once you're on Hoopla, again, you can download and watch any movie you want to that's in their library, any kind of music, any kind of audiobook, and they have a really, really terrific selection. And they let you borrow it for a couple of weeks and no ads at all. Just download the movie and watch away. And this is how I watched the movie Fracture that we recently talked about on the Second Cup podcast, starring Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling. A terrific, terrific movie, and I watched that on Hoopla. And I borrowed it free from Hoopla, which is a service offered through my local library right there in Geauga County in Chardon, Ohio. And it really is terrific. So take advantage of it. I mean, I've always been an advocate of utilizing the local library, and the local library has so many great resources available. Your tax dollars are already supporting it, so you might as well take advantage of it. It's free to get a library card. And once you have that library card and you're tied into your local library, they have so many great services available, and Hoopla is one of them. So check out Hoopla, and also check out your local library where you can check out a lot of great DVDs and a lot of great books and a lot of great audiobooks. And a lot of the libraries out there, at least mine does, and I'm assuming this is nationwide, they have a lot of great digital resources available right online. All you have to do is log into the library, and you can download a book to your Kindle or other favorite digital reading app. It really is a terrific, terrific service. It's available. It's right there. And I don't think a lot of people take advantage of it as they should. The local library is a wonderful, wonderful place to visit. So, okay, I started out with 2. We ended up with 3. There you go. 3 great services where you can get great movies and other entertainment. Freevee from Amazon, which is absolutely free. It's ad-supported. Hoopla, which You can get great movies, great audiobooks, great music, and right there in your own backyard, your local library, which offers a lot of things right there at their brick and mortar location and also online digitally. And again, none of these are going to cost you any extra dollars. They're all right there available for you to use and enjoy. Freebie, Hoopla, and your own local library. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show, and I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that Second Cup.